But, I was close to top side and from the movements of Swain he is waiting for backup. If you didn't know, Volibear is a totally different champion with Riftmaker and Gnasher Tooth, and if you take lethal tempo you transcend the champion threshold to become the legend itself. I simply right-clicked my way to victory. Sadly no Penta this game. Let's make it happen another time perhaps.
Now I will teach them to fear me. I will become what I must be. Why? Because I can.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Yes, I changed the role for now. The main reason is that I got zombie teams for the past few games and I decided to spice it up for myself and take the faker role. Well, I'll work on honing the bear in mid lane to perfection. Enjoy. In this game the enemy mid laner was last pick and he chose our lovely carry, Vayne. Yes, she is a hard counter to tanks blah blah blah. But, we are playing an AP bruiser carry in mid lane. Let's see how this game will unfold. After experimenting how to lead the early game, the best possible scenario that you can do is get plating by hard pushing whenever you can. My goal is to bore my enemy to death so that he either let me push and roam freely to get kills or leave lane and I can get plating for free. Well, an honest mistake from my part, the E didn't land and now I have to run for my life. A tiny hard time and thankfully it is mid lane, tower is close unlike top or bot side. I can stay and farm using my E so all good, dying this early is a bit hard to recover so let's just wish for the best. I kind of understand what Ivern is trying to do, but it will not work. I didn't ping him off because in my mind his is playing the role of an aggressive pink ward. Always try to utilize your jungler to the maximum possible, ganking isn't the only way to get pressure. Now we are talking, do you see that random support roam? That is what I am waiting for. I have the necessary damage to kill this annoying mosquito but Vigo and Vayne both have outplay potential. If I had flash I might go for an aggressive play with a well-placed E but patience is a virtue and sometimes good chances will come right in front of you. After playing few games with this pick in mid, the only champion that I had a hard time with was Anivia after level 6. Simply ban it, anything else you can manage your way around it. The formula is the following: against heavy poke rush Riftmaker, against sustain go for Riftmaker, against a full AD team go Frozen Gauntlet and for mobility you can go for Trinity Force. Anything else outside of list you can feel free to leave me a comment if you had a better experience with any other items. Dear viewers, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel otherwise Volibear will hug you to death. Rushing the Leeching Leer will help you sustain your way out of the landing phase and here is our plane. We wait for a cannon wave and we rush it then roam. Since the enemy can't outpush us, we have few seconds where we can apply pressure and advance our lead further. And yes, with permanently pushing the wave you will build a lead since not everyone can farm under a tower. A simple and a clean dive, Volibear is one of those champions that invest almost all of his resources in one play but you can get a lot out of. I was hoping that Fiora will play a bit aggressive then we switch the tower focus but whatever. If you expect more than the average from your teammates you will always get disappointed. Here, I will break my own rule and I will roam before a cannon wave arrives simply because I had a feeling that things will go to shite in no time in the bot side. After a second thought we have a lot of stalling champions and lack of damage meaning the fight will go longer but against our favor. It is time to collect our earning, knowledge and feelings are two faces of the same coin. A perfectly placed E. I am starting to think the better I get with using this ability the higher my chances of climbing with Volibear in mid will be since this spell does a lot of damage apply slow and it synergizes with the champion by giving a shield. The only thing I wish of this ability that the cast time is linear to your missing health, in other words the thunder strike faster if you are close to dying. As I say, you should always be unpredictable. And if you are predictable, you should be unstoppable. In the mid-game, denying vision is way important than providing it. Instead of buying pinks, simply remove the enemy their wards and you'll get double the gold that you usually invest in vision. My team think I am a mid laner, but the truth I am a jungler mid laner clothing. First thing that I am sure of, Vigo is very squishy hence he needs someone to lead for him. Vayne needs a decoy to draw attention and she hopes that Vigo does that for her. Bot side are now running from base to the dragon pit. In other words, they need to let it go and go farm, otherwise it will be very bad for them. Indeed, it is hard to play a hyper carry in the jungle if there is no one to die for you. Welcome to my old world, my friend. I did my part as it should be. Now it is time to let them waste time and go back to farming. The only thing that we can accomplish here is trade kills, and there is no reason for that. I saw a potential anti-teleport to counter this top laner since he is the MVP of the enemy team, but it failed. So I decided to tag him. As far as he can't a lead on me, then we are slowly winning. Fiora on the other hand roamed way too many times and left this monster got more plating and tower than he should. There is a saying that you can't counter this champion. To be honest, I feel the same. Xanti needs the 200 treatment of nerfs. You can't duel him properly and he always fight backwards to drain you. Thankfully, I managed to stay alive until the team came. If I had spent my gold, this fight would have went differently. Greed is a slow and insidious killer. I should have led a while ago, but overestimating my power was the main reason of my demise. Overall, without trying, I kept a clean score, unlike my playstyle in the jungle where I am dead around 3 times at this stage of the game. Third teleport of the game. This is a very important one since it is right around the 20 minutes mark. You should try and draw the most off OT it. Always the correct play, catch one then force Baron or draw attention to a sideline and sneak Baron. The enemy team lacks some sense of grouping and their MVP is a bit lost. I didn't buy Hullbreaker as the second item to not force myself in a split push position. Sometimes, doing the optimal choice in each crossroad of decision will backfire when you look at the big plan. Jumping off the Baron pit was a good play, but no, everyone can afford to do this. Vayne simply suicided in my opinion. Denying the blasting cone and scaring the enemy was the play. I didn't intend to kill them. After a second thought, he could have just summoned Daisy on the edge and he could have assisted me in a better way. Well, now we have to kill them to secure this. Nothing like a lovely jungler to make your game a bit harder for no reason. My original plan was to take the blue buff and hard push mid. But, I was close to top side and from the movements of Swain he is waiting for backup. If you didn't know, Volibear is a totally different champion with Riftmaker and Gnasher Tooth, and if you take lethal tempo you transcend the champion threshold to become the legend itself. I simply right-clicked my way to victory. Sadly no Penta this game. Let's make it happen another time perhaps. I am not going to lie, this play was demotivating. I would say it is hard to get over it mentally and the enemy team simply waiting for the end game. But, you can never be sure until the game is over. EUW server is known for random disconnection at crucial times of the game. My unofficial Pentakill on Volibear this season. It just took 1 million minute to achieve. I'll take it, better than nothing. Would you look at this game? For a second ago he was thinking, huh? I am safe under my tower. Not showing the proper respect might create some induced PTSD later on. This is the last play of the game, if you didn't know. I lost so many games in the jungle that I got demoted and I decided it is time to try my strategy in the mid lane. I did suffer against Anivia and still trying to think for a new way to climb. Let's see where can Volibear reach in the mid lane. I might try new builds and hope for the best. Take care everyone, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe if you still are new to the channel. Peace. Dear viewers, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, otherwise Volibear will hug you to death.